Okay, today it will be different content today because I really want to get this out and you become aware of what you're dealing with and stuff like that, because I don't want to just, my usual content is personal development, law of attraction, stuff like that. I know if those critics who said, they don't believe in attraction, that's you, I get that, whatever. But I'm here to make you aware of one fact. This great book is amazing once you read it. Now, most people will say, why are you, well, I'm not. The first time I actually read a book it changed my life, so now I'm reading it because I know that it worked, but so most people get tripped up on books. I don't know why, but look, books aren't there for you to hate, okay? I know that, there are CEO like Gary Vee, CEO of Vayner Media. He doesn't read books, but there are also CEO who I look up to, who read books, like Brian Tracy, but that's besides the fact. But, I don't know what, people say books is a cause, but I think, no, well, novels doesn't change your life. It's there to, release, it's there to relax and create pleasure and entertainment. But books like these make you think like, wow, is that what is going on, and the average person is not don't know about it? For me, I want to be on the cutting edge because I want to know what's used against me. These companies, these big companies like Facebook, Twitter, are smart for a reason. They know human psychology. They know consumer psychology. They know how people behave and how people take action and how how the human brain actually works in an aspect. So that these companies are amazing. I'm using to the average. So my point is, it's not about the book, okay? My point is, the reason why I read it, see, most people get tripped up on this. When you read a video, why do you read it for? Well, if you're on YouTube, it's probably on YouTube is for entertainment, or if you're going personal development, you're in information, you want to know and you want to be up to date and stuff like that. I don't care. Well, okay, man, I like the cover. Okay, it's flashy and I think it's marketing and stuff like that. But what you want is the value inside the book. You see, it's what's the ideas and the content inside that change your life. But reading it alone and the ideas, and you can read it, but it won't change your life unless you apply it into your life, right? So that's why I want to make you aware of that, why you should read books. But I know people don't want to read books, so here's the thing. It's not about me, you reading. It's just as long as you learn through my videos, learn through other people, successful people, or learn through multiple sources. I don't care. Just as long as you learn, because school don't teach you this. They don't teach you how companies are making you do things that you're not aware of. It's very sad. Anyway, so we'll get back to this, and we will make you aware of one thing that I know that I'm aware of. See, when you are aware of something, you can change. Or if you are made aware of a problem, you can not do, or you can adjust, and you can change your behavior, right? So let's do this. Bam. You know what this is, right? I know you do, because you carry it every single day of your life. So the average person is glued to this device. Unless, well, I'm not going to say unless, because I'm not qualified to say so, but this device alone is so, people are so glued to this device. Why are they? It's funny how people are trapped. I told one of my classmates before, my old classmate from high school and middle school, he was, I told him he told me he was miserable, and I was like, dude, get off Facebook. People are on Facebook a lot and wondering why they're not successful. There's these videos, these content, my channel is about being successful, and I mean, success is whatever you want it to be. It's just that, you know, when it comes to Facebook, you know, people, you know, scroll down on Facebook, look on people comment or like updates, and you know, sometimes I get pissed off because people talk about stupid stuff that shouldn't be, like, it should be kept private, you know. Like, sometimes I rant on my Facebook wall because I get pissed. Like, why are you always like saying negative when you complain about your life? If you want to change your life, first of all, take responsibility for your life and stop being I'm gonna say it so bad, like, stop being like a pussy about it and change your life. Like, no one is there to save you. You gotta save yourself. You know, you gotta change you, and you want to get the result that you want. You gotta change the behavior that you're doing or not doing. So most people are glued to this device 24/7, and they're sleep with it. And you know why? Because, you know, Facebook is for connecting with people, with friends, families, acquaintance. They're there to socialize. They're not there to, you know, most people are try to sell them something, but, you know, whatever. But it's because of the reward that people get, you know, of a notification. That's why on Twitter they have, you know, notification, the sound go ding. It basically reprogram your mind a habit, and it create that habit, because what happens is when you go ding, that means you're trying to seek for reward. We humans have a cognitive bias called pain and rewards, where basically people move away from pain, and shoot, I took a picture. People move towards reward. When they see a post or someone like their stuff, they get dopamine rush. Now, that most people don't understand. And these companies are very intelligent because they have the money to do R&D and to study human behavior, and most people don't know that. So that what like make me mad. Like, stop wasting time on Facebook that you could have, like, because if you're wasting time, like, if you're not you know, going after your dream using, you know, like Twitter or Facebook or YouTube to distribute your content, you know, I think you're wasting your time. Like Facebook, or, you know, if you're not going anywhere with that, then don't waste your time. Like, get out of Facebook and stop scrolling on it, because that's what the book says. You know, people get that bit bored and they scroll on Facebook and they stay on for an hour. They look for entertainment and stuff like that. But that should not be your goal in life. You want to be successful. And I stopped wasting time. Like, I don't want to waste time on Facebook. I have things to do. You know, I have ambitious goals, and I don't want to like let it drag me down. You know, that's what you got to do. So 79% of smartphone owners check their device within 15 minutes. Now, habit zone, and so I'm going to cover this to make you aware that it's very interesting to see how people behave, you know. So, here we go. So, let's read this. 79% of smartphone owners check their device within 15 minutes of waking up every morning. Perhaps more startling, fully 1/3 of Americans say they would rather give up sex than lose their cell phones. A 2011 university study suggests people check their phone 34 times per day. However, industry insiders believe that number is closer to an astounding 150 daily session. We're hooked. That's why the book is called Hooked. The technology we use have turned into compulsion if it's not full-fledged addiction. It's the impulse to check a message notification. It's the pull to visit YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter for just a few minutes, only to find yourself still tapping and scrolling an hour later. It's the urge you likely feel throughout your day but hardly notice. Cognitive psychologists define habits as automatic behavior triggered by situational cues, things we do with little or no conscious thought. The products and services we use habitually alter our everyday behavior just as they're designed intended. Our action has been engineered. So, like I said, these companies are very smart in understanding you. Because, well, I guess I should put that triggers. But let's talk about trigger. The trigger is the actuator of behavior, the spark plug in the engine. trigger comes in two types, external and internal. Habit-forming products start by alerting user with external triggers like an email, a website link, or the app icon on a phone. So I wanted to do this video content to give you an example. You know, I click on the link of Grant Cardone. If you know him and if you're like you watch sales stuff and business stuff, Grant Cardone has a website, and if you like subscribe or whatever update, so I hit it. So what happens every time he updated, it notifies me, but I don't actually go. But I want to see what happened. So people probably take action if they, you know, I would if he had something new. So, and I remember yesterday. I mean, it's a good thing that we have this, but yesterday or a couple of days ago, I interviewed New York best-selling author Pan McGrath. You know, the best-selling author, New York best-selling author of E Square. So what happened was she emailed me and it popped up a notification go bing. So it's a cue from like it give you impulses to take action. You know, that's what happened last night. I was trying to sleep, couldn't sleep, so I was like I slept for a little, but then I couldn't sleep, so I hit and I was a bit bored. What happens? I closed my app for Twitter. So for me, Twitter is a tool. Facebook is, you know, my Facebook fan page is a tool. YouTube is a tool for me to get my message out there. But people let, you know, Twitter or the average person let Twitter or Facebook to use against them, instead of they controlling social media, but instead of being controlled by them, right? So that's what I got on that one. In Habit Zone, right? I like this one. I mean, I know about habit, but I like this definition better. So, just is the nature of ingrained habits behavior done with little or conscious thought, which should by some estimate guide nearly half of our daily action. Habits are one of the ways that brain learns complex behavior. Neuroscience believe that habits give us the ability to focus our attention on other things by storing automatic response in the basal ganglia, an area of the brain associated with involuntary action. Habits form when brain take a shortcut and stop actively deliberating over and what to do next. The brain quickly learns to codify behavior that provides a solution to whatever situation it encounters. So that's habits. Now we're gonna go to, what is this? No, I'm not gonna do that. That's short today. And then next would be, I already did trigger, right? Oh, that was short. So we're gonna do this one. So here's my big take on this one. Why we do what we do when we see like a notification either on Facebook or Twitter or whatever, Instagram, whatever. I noticed something because I try to test on myself all the time. When on Instagram, I like the likes because, you know, it gives me dopamine. Twitter, I like the notification. You know, it releases my dopamine. Same thing as Facebook, but that's just testing on me. That's how I'm seeing it. Most recent experiments reveal that variability increased activity in the nucleus accumbens and spike level of neurotransmitter dopamine, driving our hunger search for rewards. Research observed increased dopamine levels in the nucleus accumbens, an experiment in involuntary monetary rewards, as well as in the study of heterosexual men viewing image of attractive women faces. So, variable reward can be found in a sort of products and experience that hold our attention. They fill our drive to check email, browse the web, or bargain shop. I propose that variable reward come in three types: the tribe, the hunt, and the self. Habit-forming products utilize one or more of these variable retypes. So, but I'm not gonna talk about these, but I'm just here to make you aware. So there you go. Now you're aware of these things that are using against you. So how are you gonna change your behavior to that? How when you are made aware of these, what are you going to change? Like, I mean, it's okay. I'm not saying that you shouldn't check Facebook. You can. But, I have a lot of friends, who complain about their life, say love is not good, and da 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 da. And they're a victim of their own mind. They're a victim of their own mentality, their thoughts, their words they're using. Because I'm going to tell you, very successful people use very different words than the average person. It's not because, we humans been programmed about a lot of things that are inadequate, that I believe that it should be looked at, and it should be that we should made aware to the public. But it's not going to be mainstream unless people decide to become aware about these things. Because I get tired of sometimes people complaining about their life, and I say, whoa, hold up, look how your life is. If you don't like the way how life is, whatever your meaning to success is, then change it. Don't play by the rules of society, because it's rigged. It's rigged against you since the day you were born. Because school conditioned you to believe the thing that people want you to believe. People believe in ridiculous things that shouldn't believe, and they never actually, or do R&D. R&D is research and development. It's not easy, but, I think that if you're made aware of these things that are causing you to have issues or problems in your life, you can change. That's why you should be able to solve those problems. If some area of your life you don't like, change it. Like, you first have to be honest with yourself, but not beating up yourself, but be made aware of that problem, and you go step by step to change that result that you want to get. So subscribe to my channel, like my video, and today I just make you aware of a lot of things. Just remember that the phone that you're using could make your dream come true. If you decide to stop wasting time on Facebook and to use these tools to make your dream come true. And a lot of people don't do that. They said they want to achieve their dream, but they're not doing it. I'm just trying to make my point. So I'll see you next time. Bye bye.